Hello my friends, hello everyone. So if you have this book, so this is the bridge, right? It's called New Explorer Yellow, the bridge, right, the bridge. If you have this book, the bridge, then you're going to open it, open the bridge. Teacher Desi, I don't have it, não tem esse livro. No problem. No problem, no problem. Just listen and repeat and speak, okay? So, here we go. Go to this book. If you have in this book, if you happen to have this book, The Bridge, then you go open this book. Go get this book in the box. All right, my friends, now you go to page 4. And this is page 4. And bridge, page 4, bridge, page 4. Now let's listen and do this exercise. How can we get there? How can we get there? Listen and write the words. There is one example. Now let's listen, right? You're supposed to listen. Just listen. Right, to do this exercise, everyone, we need to practice some words because here it says how many pears, right? So these are pears, pears. How many pears? Now you have to listen and answer. Listen, 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 listen. Right, you have to listen to the conversation. Right, and it also asks about bananas. How many bananas? Let's listen. Let's listen. It also asks, look here, how many apples? So how many apples? You know how many apples here, but you have to listen to find out, okay? I know you can see 3 apples, but in the story, what matters is in the story. O que interessa é o que a história vai falar. That's what matters. It's what the story says. What the story says is what matters. So let's listen to the story. And how many cakes? I know you can see 2 cakes here, but in the story, that woman is talking to this girl. They are having a conversation. They are having a chat. So you have to find out what they say. What this woman says to the girl and what the girl says to the woman, right? That's what matters. So let's listen to the conversation and find out how many pears, how many bananas, how many apples, and how many cakes. And these cakes, they look delicious. I'm licking my lips. It's mouth-watering. Dá água na boca. Mouth-watering. Mouth-watering. That's what it is. These cakes look delicious. These apples look delicious. These bananas look delicious. And these pears, they look delicious. Now let's listen to the story. The story is what matters. Let's listen to the story.
Track 17. Look at the pictures. Listen and write the words. There is one example.
What do we need to get from the shop? We need some pears, apples, bananas, and a cake. Okay, I'll write a list. How do you spell pear? P-E-A-R. Okay, and how many pears do we need? 1, 2, 3, or 4 pears? We need 4 pears. That's perfect. Thank you.
Do you see the answer? This is an example. Now you listen and answer the questions.
What about bananas? How many bananas do we need? 1, 2, 3, or 4? We need 3 bananas. Do we need any apples?
Yes, we do.
How many apples do we need? One, two, three, or four?
We need 2 apples.
Okay, what about cakes? How many cakes do we need? One, two, three, or four?
We need 1 cake only.
Okay, I've written everything down.
Great, thank you. Let's go to the shop.
Let's go to the shop because they need to go to the shop to buy all these. They need to go to the shop to buy pears, apples, bananas, and cake. Now listen again and find out how many bananas, how many apples, and how many cakes they need to buy. Listen again.
Track 17. Look at the pictures. Listen and write the words. There is one example.
What do we need to get from the shop?
We need some pears, apples, bananas, and a cake.
Okay, I'll write a list. How do you spell pear?
P-E-A-R.
Okay, and how many pears do we need? One, two, three, or four pears?
We need 4 pears.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Do you see the answer? This is an example. Now you listen and answer the questions.
What about bananas? How many bananas do we need? One, two, three, or four?
We need 3 bananas.
So you heard they need how many bananas? Yes, that's right. They need only how many bananas do they need? They only need how many bananas? Do you remember? They only need 3 bananas. That's right. That's right. They only need 3 bananas. Okay. Let me write down here how many bananas they need. They need only 3 bananas. Now let's listen how many apples they need. How many apples they need? How many apples? Let's listen to this part.
Do we need any apples?
Yes, we do.
How many apples do we need? One, two, three, or four?
We need 2 apples.
3 or
Did you
4?
hear it?
We need 1 cake only.
Okay, now let's listen.
What about bananas? How many bananas do we need? One, two, three, or 4?
We need 3 bananas.
Do we need any apples?
Yes, we do.
How many apples do we need? One, two, three, or 4?
We need 2 apples.
How many apples you heard? Did you hear? They only need how many apples? They only need That's right, they only need 2 apples, not 3 apples. So they only need, let me see, if they only need 2 apples, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get one of these apples here and I'm going to make it disappear, right? Because they only need 2 apples and I'm going to need only 2 apples. So now you've got only 2 apples. They only need 4 pears, right? Let's go to the pears and let's go over there. Later we can do that, right? Later we can do, but let's finish this part here. we still have to find out how many cakes they need. So how many cakes they need? Let's find out.
Okay, what about cakes? How many cakes do we need? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Cakes.
We need one cake only.
Okay, I've written everything down.
Great, thank you. Let's go to the shop.
Track 17. Look at the pictures.
Right, how many cakes they need? You heard how many cakes they need. Yes, you heard well. They only need one cake, only one cake. So let's see what we're going to do here. They only need one cake, so I'm going to erase this cake here. What do you think? Let's erase this cake because they only need one cake. So let's erase this cake here. It's gonna take a while because they only need one cake. Now I'm going to erase only one cake, and I prefer this cake. It's about the rainbow. I can see the clouds. It's a very colorful cake. So they only need one cake, and they only need 3 bananas. What am I going to do here, guys? Guys, if they only need 3 bananas, then let me see if I can do it all, right? So ask your mom who Daniel Azulay was. So pergunta a tua mãe, teu pai, Daniel Azulay, quem foi? Daniel Azulay fazia muito isso. Daniel Azulay. So Daniel Azulay was a very smart, an entertainer, and he used to do what I'm doing right now. He had so many funny games. I remember Daniel Azulay, but okay, it just came into my mind, Daniel Azulay. Okay, now. Only 3 bananas, look, 1, 2, 3. And how many bananas? 3. How many apples? 2. How many cakes? 1. When you have your birthday, how many cakes do you need? 1. Sometimes 2, right? Okay, depends on how big your family is. Now, and pears, I only need 4 pears. So I'm going to erase this one here, and you're gonna be able to count 1, 2, 3, 4 pears, right? Let me erase this part here, and then you have 4 pears, and you have the answers there. So that's it for today. We practiced a lot, and I just want to ask you this question: which one is your favorite fruit? Apples, pears, or bananas? And what kind of cake do you like? What flavor is your favorite? Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla? So let me know. See you. Bye bye. God bless you.